Now, the eyes of the world this week, of course, on Hanoi. Donald Trump meeting Kim Jong-un, talking about the Korean Peninsula and denuclearization there. At the same time, we had a very real conflict, albeit at this stage a small one, between India and Kashmir. The shooting down of a jet, the pilot being taken prisoner by Pakistan. Things really could have got out of hand. There was a real concern. In fact, in the Q, we covered the story through the week. Experts saying the world is ignoring the real potential flashpoint in India and Pakistan. So now we've had the release of the pilot. It's fair to say many global players are breathing a sigh of relief. China here saying they welcome, as a spokesperson for the Chinese government, they welcome what they call Pakistan's goodwill signal of releasing the pilot. China saying India and Pakistan, as they had actually during the height of this crisis, should step back from the brink, should cool things off. And there's been many messages on social media, it's worth saying, from the Indian side, welcoming back their pilot. It's been, you could say, a PR coup for the Pakistan authorities, big media fanfare around the release, but also a lot of Indian politicians seizing on this figure of the pilot himself and saying he's a hero, proud of you, Wing Commander, one minister says. The defense minister, in fact, says the entire nation appreciates your calm in the face of adversity. Now, in the actual statement released from the Pakistan Foreign Ministry, they said this goodwill gesture has de-escalated tensions with India. So the question is, of course, has it? And how far, if anything, from the brink have we come back? Well, earlier I spoke to Dr. Rishi Paul. He's a South Asia expert for a think tank based in London who look at this wider question of tensions. He gave me his take on where we now stand.
Well, I don't think this episode has done India or Pakistan any favors. In fact, it's highlighted the fact that South Asia is a nuclear flashpoint, often ignored in the context that everyone focuses mostly on the Korean Peninsula. We're now going to be looking at better or more an evolution of crisis management tools. Up until this point, India was in a position where, due to Pakistan's nuclear asymmetric position, could not retaliate against suboptimal warfare coming from Pakistan. I think now with India using the Balakot strikes, we're seeing India take the fight to Pakistan. This is incredibly worrying because Pakistan has a first use policy. It also does not have a flexible conventional response.
Well, it's been a worrying situation, people saying, all the way through, because India and Pakistan, nuclear-equipped neighbours who have in the past fought conflict with one another. So they've got around 100 warheads apiece as well. So you can see how significant this is, the idea that tensions could easily flare up again. And indeed, there are some voices from India, it's worth saying, Indian politicians saying, Pakistan haven't done us a favour here. This is